Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is Monday. And let me open my redeems page. Okay, redeems page has opened. There is your fried egg redeem. Anyway, this is we're back with another edition of Monday Wooloop. As you all know, Wooloop, it's the game where you have wool and you're looping. Today's drawing is me as a ball of yarn. Of some sort. We don't really know what's happening here. But all we know is that this is today's drawing. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Sa, welcome Denchi, Brooke, Ascapade, Potato, Nutritious. He's in the wool. He's literally out here. And by out here, I mean in there. He's literally in there. Also, check this out. Look at this. You see in this shape right here? It fits perfectly. Anyway, okay, we're gonna start with one of the patterns somewhere. Okay, there was an update today. I noticed before I started this game, it said update queued, and then I updated it. It looks like this update is a UI related update. I think at the bottom, they used to have, like, you know, everything was listed. Now you gotta, like, expand it. It's kind of weird, but maybe that's fine. Perhaps it is perfectly acceptable. So we're gonna choose one. Hold on, did that say New York? Did I just see a wooloop that said in New York? There is. Okay, let's do this one. Yo, you seeing this? The Statue of Liberty. A lot of gray tiles out here. Where do we start? Start over here. Yo, it's New York. Hey, I'm walking in. It's me. It's me, the New Yorker. You already know. Classic Wolfie moment. New York. Did they ever add that level editor? I don't think they ever will. There has never been any discussion of them adding it. Only theories within our community. But you know, maybe there's a mod out there somewhere. No, no, no. Why would they do this? Why would they make the yarn go backwards? Strange. Strange thing that should never happen. Anyway, it is Monday, the start of a brand new week. In fact, it's the last full week of March. Soon, you know, next week is gonna be April. And then you'll be like, whoa, what the April? It was literally just March a week ago. And now you're telling me April. Oh yeah, April Fool's Day? That's on Monday? Anyone doing anything for April Fool's Day? Not me. I have no plans whatsoever. Simply do not even know. Maybe, yo, VTube Studio April Fool's update. It'll break everyone's setup and then everyone will be upset. You'll open VTube Studio and you're like, can't wait to stream, and then it's like, hey, here's a prank. And then everyone's like, oh man, I just wanted to stream today. Now I have to live through this weird prank that the developer put on me. Simply crash. Yeah, it'll just not work. And then it'll be like, haha, just funny joke. Funny joke, everyone. This app that you depend on for your streaming is not valid anymore. Please pay for this microtransaction. Welcome, Lumina. Working customer service for April Fools. Are you gonna fool any customers? I hope not. Because that'd be messed up. You'd fool someone and then they'd be like, I didn't sign up for this. I thought I would be getting good customer service, and yet I've been fooled. What if OBS had like an April Fool's Day joke? Where it just didn't work? You know, all the people that are like, I'm gonna go live today. I'm gonna entertain my audience of thousands of people. Turn on OBS and it's like, haha, guys, check it out. We're not working today. Oh, that OBS. They would never do that though. They have too much integrity. Yeah, just randomly dox, just dox everyone. Yo, what if the VTube Studio April Fool's Day just doxed everyone? That'd be a great way to lose the trust in all of your community members. He would never do it though. Denchi would you would never do such a thing. Because he is trustworthy. He would never betray our trust by forwarding our webcam. It would be hilarious. Would it though? Would it really? Denji, you're gonna get canceled. You're gonna get canceled, Denji. People are gonna tune in. They'll be like, what? Denji thinks it's funny for a user's personal information to be out there. Can't believe it. Can't believe this guy. We trust this guy with all our information. Yeah, they would get the... They'd be like, yeah, Denchi, nah, that's like something he would do. Simply, just a prank, you know? We trusted him, and yet he betrayed our trust, but it's fine, because it's April Fool's Day. Giving a credit card info, yeah, you could do a lot of stuff. What if, like, you know, things just didn't work? Or what if it worked really well? In fact, what if you fix all the bugs on April Fool's Day? And then what if you made it like 50% more performant? And then everyone's like, whoa, what happened to VTube Studio? It's like, it's running so fast. It's using like no CPU. Wow, this is revolutionary. And then after April Fool's Day, it's reverted. And they're like, what happened? What, you improved the performance of the app just as a joke? You were able to do this the whole time and you didn't do it. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I know. April Fool's, He did have a funny April Fool's idea, but didn't go through with it. Well, I hope whatever it was good. No, I hope whatever it was bad, because he didn't go through with it. If it was good, then you would have gone through with it. It's because it didn't meet your standards. You know, the high standards that VTube Studio holds. Is that it's too good. If it's not even perfect, then why even have it? Who even knows? Anyway, I have no plans. I don't know what I'm doing on April Fool's Day. I have historically not really done anything on April Fool's Day for like the past few years. Parts of the UI randomly crooked by a few degrees. No, that would mess everyone up. They'd be like, hey, is this button like 2 pixels smaller than it normally is? Hey, why is this color... This button used to be, you know, FFB3A7. And now it's FFAB38. He changed the hue... He changed the blue... changed the blue value by 1? What the frick? It's messing with me. He changed the padding from 2 pixels to 2.1 pixels. Welcome, Hamp. He updated this thing. He added an extra space after this word. Normally, there's like 1 space in this sentence. And he double spaced. Had a good weekend. Saw Dune 2 on Saturday. I hope it was good. I don't know too much about it. Everyone's saying... There's this catchphrase from Dune 2. Everyone's saying it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means. All I know is that people say it. It's like, it's got 3 words. It's not in English. I don't know what it means. I don't even know how to repeat it. It's the word "al" is in there, I think. No, that's English. A phrase that is not English. Spice must flow. Is that... Do they say that in a different language? Welcome, Tag Barrel. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about Doom. It's 10 out of 10. That's a really high rating. It's like a perfect rating. How could a movie ever be perfect? Yeah, that one. What does that mean? Everyone's saying it. You see it in Twitch chat, you see it on Twitter, you see it in memes. Also, welcome Lisa Ursa. What do they mean by this? Lisan Al-Gaib. The voice from the outer world. What's the context of that phrase though? Like when someone says that in response to something, like what does it mean? I don't know what they're saying. What is my favorite movie? I don't know if I have one. Honestly, I don't know. what is my favorite movie? I enjoyed Your Name. I enjoyed Spider-Verse, the first one. I mean, the second one was also good, but I feel like the first one was like self-contained. It was really nice. So maybe that one. The Messiah, the Prophet has come. Is it like when people say that someone has predicted something? It's like the prophecy has been fulfilled. Is that what it is? Yeah, Your Name, Spider-Verse, they're both good. Yo, look at how long this was. This yarn is so long. Holy frick, it goes all the way across. Literally, it goes all the way across to all of the sides. Left side. I have a slight cold. No, it's because of the movie. There were too many dunes. There's too much sand in the dunes. Did I see the new one with the door? I have not seen it. I heard nothing about it, honestly. I remember I saw the trailer on Twitter when it first was announced, and then I saw nothing else about it. I have not seen it. It's good. We've talked about this. You've mentioned this before. And I was like, I don't know. It was never... I don't see any tweets about it. I don't see any sort of media coverage. What happened? Do you all think that that he fell off? Like the thing in Porco Rosso, can't place one over the other, as they're for different moods. I have not seen either of those. I'm sure they're good though. Many people still talk about the thing. I don't know too much about the thing, other than it takes place in Antarctica, I think. Maybe I should watch it. I don't have time. Imagine having time to watch things. Could not be me. Having time to do things besides watch streams? No. Having time besides streaming and playing Balatro? No. The thing is extremely violent. What does it do? It kills people? It's out there in the cold Antarctic, just murdering people. Why would they do that? Why would the thing do this? Can't believe it. What even is the thing? I mentioned this before, but I often confuse the thing with it. Because, you know, it's such a vague title. A thing, it could be literally anything. It could be literally anything. Mystery, I don't know. Watch it on Discord? No. It's too much effort. It's too much effort to do things. It's a shapeshifter that breaks apart in disgusting ways. Perhaps the head splits open, turns into jaws. What the heck? That sounds messed up. Why would they do that? Why would the thing do such a thing? Watch along. No, you could watch it though. I will not be doing watch alongs in my Discord. But maybe, you know, what if you had a V2 Studio Discord watch along? Just everyone on the VTube Studio Discord watching whatever Denchi wants to watch. Welcome, watch Precure. What if you watched Precure as a watch along? You would get in trouble? You sure would. You could do it on April Fool's Day. That could be the April Fool's Day. That could be the thing. It's a joke, so they can't sue you. They'd be like, oh man, you were watching our movie on Discord? That's illegal. We'll sue you. And then you can say, wait. It was April 1st, so it doesn't count. And then they'll be like, oh man, you got us. We can't get you. Oh man, April Fool's Day show is so true. It could work. The only nice thing about the thing is that it has a very talented dog actor. Wow. It's a good dog. It's nice when dogs are good, which is like pretty often. I would say dogs, they are pretty often good. Sometimes they're not good though. Did I see? Did I? Yo, this is the Statue of Liberty. Are you seeing this? The Karagi verse. It was delayed. I did not see that. Is she still sick? On Sunday, I did draw something for Karagi's anniversary. No, she's sick. Can't believe this. Funnily enough, the dog is good because it acts not good. Oh, is it like, it's just like wacky? It's just being a dog. You know how like sometimes dog actors, they're like so obedient. But I think people like when dogs just do what they do, you know? It's like, oh man, look at this dog. It's so obedient. Okay, but look at this other dog. It's just like, it's just out there doing its own thing. And I think that's funnier. Just being itself. Dog barking. It acts all shifty and weird. Was it still acting according to the script? Or was it going off script? Welcome, Darth Nomad. What's the deal with the dog? What do you think is the best dog actor? Of all the movies that have dogs in it, what's the best one? The shapeshifter in dog form, so it makes sense. What the? Welcome, Slime Molder. Airbud. Wasn't Airbud several dogs, though? Was there only one Airbud? Bolt Marlin. I heard that was a good movie. Marley and Me. Hachiko one. What about the worst one? What is the worst dog movie? Is there a movie that you watched that had a dog in it and you're like, man, this movie sucks. This dog didn't know what it was doing. I guess you can't really blame the dog, right? Imagine blaming a dog and they literally don't know what they're doing. Denchi hates us. Oh, I can't believe this. What a hater. Denchi hates dog. Welcome, Rojo Mile. John Wick, they killed the dog. Oh, no. It's not the dog's fault, though. I mean, like, is there a movie where something was the dog's fault? You're watching a movie and the dog was doing something and you're like, I can't believe this dog. It's impossible. Hey, look, here's New York, though. Check it out. Got the statue. He hates Choco J Dog. Isle of Dogs had some dogs talking English. That's not what dogs do. I mean, I feel like a lot of movies have dogs speaking non-dog languages. It's the worst dog in a movie because it dies, but that doesn't make it a bad dog, though. But you're saying every dog that dies is bad? I don't think so. And legend has a dog getting infected by rabies. Will Smith strangles it while crying. That is very sad. Always sad to see animals suffer. It's messed up. Hecked up, the things they do out there. Let's do... what's this one? Crane. Sydney Opera House. There was a talking dog movie called Hollywood Chihuahua. I remember that one. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I remember seeing the ads for it back in the day. Back in the day, when it was first a thing. But, you know, we don't blame the dogs. The dogs, they did nothing wrong. Just out there living their life. You know, they didn't sign up to be an actor. It's just their owners were like, hey, I'm gonna get this dog to be an actor. And then the dog goes on set and it does what it's told. And then what? Doesn't even know. Do you think the dog even knows what a movie is? You think that dog is aware that it's being recorded? We've had this conversation too many times. The animal's awareness of things. One of the dog actors in the film is still alive. Only one of them? Why not all? Why can't all of them be alive? Hold on, am I live on YouTube? I forgot. Hold on. Okay, I am live on YouTube. Sometimes I forget to go live on YouTube and then I realize like 20 minutes into the stream. It's fine. Okay, so we go here. Anyway, dogs, pretty cool. Dogs are pretty nice. What about cats? I feel like there's more movies with dogs in them, right? I feel like, you know, you think of like, what are some notable cat movies? We've all named many dog movies. However, where's the respect for the cats? Besides the movie known as Cats, because I heard that one was bad. There's other ones, right? Aristocats. But wasn't that an animated movie? I mean like a live action movie. A live recorded movie with cats. A talking cat. Because like when you think about known dog movies, think of Air Bud, right? But like there isn't like a cat equivalent of Air Bud. There's never like, here's a long-running series about a cat doing things in movies. It's always about the dog. It's always about Air Bud doing sports things. Where's the cat movie at? Cats versus dogs? I've heard, I remember the poster. Is that the one that had the cats on one side and the dogs on the other side? And they had like headsets on, kind of like in a war room kind of setting. Yeah. I've never seen the movie, but I remember seeing that poster. The other dog actor might also be alive, as it's the same age. Cannot find any info on her. Willing to respect her privacy. Yeah, dogs, they do be needing their privacy though. Can't dox the dog. Cats 2019. No, but people said that one was bad. Key and Peele did a movie where their cat named Keanu. Oh yeah, that was a movie. And then they got Keanu Reeves to voice act in it, right? Wasn't Keanu Reeves voice acting as Keanu? That's like one of those names that you don't think associated with anyone else, right? You hear the name Keanu, it's gotta be like that one guy. If you have like another actor named Keanu, it's like, it's kind of messed up. You're like, what are you doing? There's already another Keanu out here. Right? It's simply, it's one of those one-time use names. You cannot use it anymore. Welcome, Namington. Yeah, you would have to be. You gotta change your name. You can't have a second Keanu out here. Because then you'd have to rename the other one. You'd have to be like Keon Old, but you can't do that. He's the original one. Keon Newer? Maybe. Can't just be Keanu. I saw Cats versus Dogs as a child. The cats had James Bond tech. Tried to kill the humans. Wait, were the cats the bad guys in Cats versus Dogs? It's kind of messed up. Depiction of cats as bad guys. Unbelievable. Cats are evil coded. I think in media that does tend to be true. You look at Garfield, right? Garfield, he's out there, he's like kicking Odie off tables and all that. And Odie, he's just there being innocent. He's just doing his own thing. In a lot of media, cats are portrayed as evil. I know that both The Lighthouse and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory had impressive professional animal actors, seagulls and squirrels. I did see that, actually. I got like a YouTube recommendation of like how in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory they train live squirrels to attack someone. And like some people were like, "Oh yeah, this scene was a good demonstration of computer graphics." And then they're like, "Do you know that this scene where the squirrels attack this lady was actually real squirrels?" And you were like, "What the heck?" And then you see the live action and how they recorded it. You're like, "Wow, they really they could have just computer generated this." But they went through all the effort to like actually train squirrels, gather them up in one place, and they're just out there doing their thing. What if the trained squirrels teach the wild ones? No, they're all trained. They're all trained to do one thing. You can't mix the two. You can't train and untrain cats. Life of Pi has a lion in the boat. Yeah, but that's not a real lion, though. As one of the notable uses of computer graphics. Makes you think the boy was in the boat with the lion. But actually, the lion was fake. It was never real. The boy was never in any real danger. The lion, we just imagined it. You all remember, was that a TV show called, Wishbone? That was a dog. Classic dog. The seagulls in the lighthouse had to be green screened as they were too nervous to act alongside Robert Pattinson. Dang. Are there like other notable bird movies? There's one called Birds, right? Where the birds just attack. There's not, you know, when you think of like animal movies, it's always dogs. Where's like the squirrel movies? There's some cat movies, but not as many. Where's the movies about turtles? Or the movies about like, I don't know, what else even? What other animals even are there? Where's the movies about worms? They had A Bug's Life. That's kind of like worms, but not really. What about the movies about antelopes? Aardvarks. Arthur. Dune has worms. It sure does. Life of the Guardians is some eugenics film about owls. Is that the same as like the Guardians of Ga'Hoole? I don't really know what that is, but that is a name that I remember. Ga'Hoole. That's the one. I just know it because it has a silly title. Ga'Hoole. Ga'Hoole, isn't that the shark VTuber from Hololive? It's different. But they're both about guardians and owls. What are they even guarding? What about the other letters? They're always guardian. What about the guardian through the other one? That's good. No, that's it. That's not it. That's definitely Gahul. Here we got the Sydney Opera House. Well done. Bam. Simple. So simple. Monorail, rainbow. Ooh, playing cards? That's just like, it's like Balatro. Actually, speaking of Balatro, yesterday was the first day since I started playing Balatro that I did not play Balatro. Can you believe that? I've been playing Balatro off stream, literally since the first time I streamed it. I've been playing it every day. But yesterday I was like, you know, I could play it. But I won't. And then I didn't play it. Why did I stop? Because I was playing it too much. It's too much. It's too good. You have to like consider not playing a game. Otherwise you'll just be playing it all the time. I can't just do this every day. It's too much. Bart the Bear would have gotten an Academy Award if not for Hollywood discrimination. Who is Bart the Bear? What movie was Bart the Bear known for? Think of how big he could have won. Nah, it's fine. I got my gold stake victory. It's fine. Yo, they got Spade out here. Look at this Spade. Classic. Anyway, it was kind of nice though. It was nice not playing Balatro. It's like, yo, I have so much time. Well, you know, like near the end of the day, if I'm not playing Balatro, the time goes by so much more slowly. Where I feel like I have more time. But also, I'm like more bored when I'm not doing it. So like maybe that's the trade-off. It's that there's less things to do. Especially like on weekends, you know? Because like on weekdays, near the end of the day, usually like Choco Jacks or Hamflow will be streaming. But on weekends, you know, it's pretty much like not that many people. Nanodan streaming. And that's it. It's just Nanodan. And his streams are good. They're great. However, there's only one. And I usually have multiple streams playing at the same time. Weekend lineup is light as well. Exactly, right? What's the deal? People have things to do. Can you believe this? People are doing things on weekends. It's messed up. They should be streaming for me to watch. It's fine since that tends to be the only time you do IRL stuff. It's valid. But I don't do things. Oh wait, actually on Friday, this past Friday, I didn't stream because it was my cousin. It was not my cousin's birthday, but it was like, you know how you celebrate someone's birthday before their birthday? Also, welcome Cole. It was one of those things where like, you know, they don't tell you until like the day before. That's why when I streamed on Thursday, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be streaming on Friday and we'll do this thing. And then literally after that stream, I was told, hey, let's go for dinner. It is your cousin's birthday soon. You can't celebrate someone's birthday before. Yes, you can. That's a common thing that people do. If your birthday is on a Saturday and you want to celebrate it on Friday, that's fine. You are allowed to do that. If your birthday is on Wednesday and you want to celebrate it the weekend before, sure, you can do that. If your birthday is Monday and you want to celebrate it the Saturday before it? Sure, you can do that. One of the things I learned about Germans, it's a big taboo to celebrate birthdays. Is it a German thing? Is it specifically a German thing to not celebrate your birthday before the birthday? It is. Is it really? Because I don't think such a thing exists here. You can celebrate your birthday whenever. You're not. You'll be arrested by the German government. Every time you have a party, there's like the police officers are waiting. They're like, okay, what's the purpose of this party? Oh, someone's birthday? Okay, give me your give me your birth certificate. And then they'll be like, no, actually it says here your birthday is it's tomorrow. You can't actually celebrate it today, I'm sorry. And then you'll get fined for it. And then it'll ruin your birthday. You know, you'll be like, oh, can't wait to have a good time. We have cake, we have parties, we have... I don't know, what do people do on birthdays? Food, gift cards, presents. And they'll throw you in prison. Get in trouble. I don't think so. I think you're making this up. I think there's no such thing over there. You're just trying to scare people. Hey, this isn't even a valid hand. Unless, okay, this hand, assuming you had the Joker that allows you to make a straight with only 4 cards, that's valid. Okay, maybe they have that built, but we don't know. We have no insight into what Jokers they have. You would need a 10 here to make this a valid hand. But we don't know. Maybe they're playing this as a high card build. You know, maybe they're ace. Maybe they have splash. Right? Any Balatro understanders out here? This makes sense to everyone, right? Maybe they have, you know, maybe their high card is really high leveled. I don't know. There's many options. Polar Pals. Let's do Polar Pals. Oh, look at this. Can you guess what these are? It's got to be a bear, a penguin, and a seal. I already know. I've already seen the results. Seal you later. That's what they say. That's what everyone says. If you ask anyone to name a joke about seals, they're gonna say seal you later. And if they don't, then I don't know. We simply don't know. Spoilers. I mean, you could kind of imagine, right? This is the power that I have from not using better Twitch TV, is that I can imagine shapes. If I told you to imagine a polar bear, given this information that's on screen right now, are you able to imagine the polar bear? Because I can. Because I've trained my mind. You all that have gotten so used to seeing images on your screen can't even imagine it. But through years and years of training, decades even, you could consider being this strong. To have the ability to imagine a polar bear given minimal information. To fill in the blanks. Polar bear in a snowstorm. No, we don't know if this is a snowstorm. It could just be a regular polar bear in a regular climate. No snowstorm necessary. Snowstorm, more like no storm. Haha. So true. Wolfie, so true. This is why he's hilarious. He's out here making witty observations every day. Except Sundays, and sometimes Fridays, and upcoming Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's how it is. That's how it is on this stream. Going across, though. Scrolling. Anyway, what else happened this weekend? Any cool things besides watching Dune? Besides movies, besides streams. Hey, did you see Northern Lion mention Bat at video games today? I was not really paying attention to the stream, but then he said he was talking about like someone gifted him a gift sub to Bat at video games, and every time he tries to type Bat chest as an emote in chat, it auto completes to one of the Bat Bat at video games emotes. And then I was like, wait, did he just say Bat at video games? And then like I tabbed in and he posted Bat at video games emote. And I was like, holy frick. VTuber that I know mentioned in Northern. Why would he use that emote? You don't know the origin of that emote? Bat chest. It's an emote that you use to mock people's excitement about typically Marvel Cinematic Universe things. So like whenever someone's like, yo, Batman, then you post Bat chest. Or you're like, whoa, this is just like the time that that Thor picked up the hammer. Then you can post Bat chest. It's like, whoa, he mentioned a thing that I know is popular culture reference. That's when you use Bat chest. But you know, since Bat at video games has a similar prefix, it'll autocomplete. Also, welcome Ronald. Barry Salmon was in a Polygon video about what? What is the context of this? But anyways, I was surprised. He was like, oh, every time I try to use Bat chest, I post this the emote of like this anime girl. What is this? She's turning into like a demigorgon or something? And we're like, haha, he doesn't know. He doesn't even know this VTuber. But I know. I know this VTuber. Anyway, that's cool. There's a similar thing where like if I have a gift sub to a channel that has an emote prefix, sometimes it overrides its higher priority than another emote that I use. Kind of like how if I have a NanoDan emote, sometimes when I type dancing, it starts with DAN. And his emotes always come up first. Wait, no, that's not true. It's not dancing. It was nod, N-O-D. When I try to post a nodding emote, sometimes because NanoDan, his emote prefix is NanoDa, and it has N-O-D in it. And then sometimes, pretty often, his emotes show up before the nodding emotes. Kind of messed up. Do I think someone will keep his sub up to keep him from using that emote? Maybe. Perhaps. Nod. Mentioned as a good RPG streamer. What the? That's cool. Do people read? Do people watch Polygon videos? Probably. Anyway, that's something. That's a cool thing, you know, when streamer mentions another streamer that you know, that you would not expect to be mentioned. I'm sure many people have clipped that and have sent it in the Bat at Video Games Discord. But I was there. There were other viewers in the chat that knew who she was. And they were pogging. And you could tell who knew because they always said Moriko instead of Bat. G. Did I point? No, I posted what the frick? I think. I don't know if it'll appear in a VOD, in a clip somewhere. But I was too surprised. I no longer have access to Nino Eggins I can't emote. And I'm not going to be using my own I can't emote. So every time someone says something funny, I have to like find another reaction to use. I have to be like, oh man, am I gonna post Omega LOL? Am I gonna post Hamfloat 3 LOL? Am I gonna post other thing? I should get over that. It's true. It's such a good emote though. I can't. It's like usable in so many situations. Nothing wrong with using your own emotes. Yeah, but like I don't like doing it. It just feels weird. I know it's perfectly fine. Many people do it. Often you'll see other people using their own emotes in other chats, but I choose not to. Because I have other options. I have better options. Very good trick, so you should use them, but I prefer not to. That's why I feel like the people that I'm regularly subscribed to, they should add an I can't emote. That's what I'm saying. They should make emotes specifically for me to use. They should be coming to me and being like, Wolfie, what emotes do you tend to use that you think are missing from your roster? And I'll be like, an I can't emote, that'd be nice. And then they'll be like, okay, I'll make one right now. Specifically for you to use. I'd say I think it'd be pretty embarrassing to be mentioned by one of those popular streamers. The kind that it always feels like they're always on the edge of saying something racist, sexist. No, that's not him. Northern Line, he would never. He's goated. He's had a good track record. You can trust that man. That's what I'm saying. He's out there making the content that I trust. He's never been canceled. He's uncancelable. Except for the time that he says that all women love sushi. No, that's not what he said. He said women tend to love sushi more than men. He always stands by that comment, even if people doubt him. But it's been a bit for a while. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, many VTubers watch Northern Lion. He's trusted in the community. Not him specifically. That is true though. You never know. You could be like, this guy's awesome. And then suddenly, you know, one day, leaked DMs, and suddenly it's like, oh, actually, he said this thing. He said this weird thing one time. And then they'll disappear. Never to be seen ever again. That would not happen. He would never betray our trust. The goat. Goated with the sauce. Yo, look at this seal though. You seeing this? That's a good seal. Are you sealing this? Get it? Seeing this? Seal. You all sealing this? Oh no. Okay, go back here. And now what is this? The tail? I thought this was already the tail. How could a seal have even more of a tail? Weird comment to make. I don't think any food is preferred by any gender. It's like a joke on his channel. It's a recurring joke. I don't really know why he stands by this. Welcome Domot now. We're making a seal right now. We're sealing this seal. This seal will never be seen ever again. Welcome, Yoruba. Sealing. You ever been sealed before? Have you ever been confined in a location, unable to escape? Sealed, if you will. Talisman. Sealing talisman. Sealing? That's like the opposite of floor. Seal you later. Okay, what part? Oh, this is a penguin. Okay, this is not the tail of the seal. This is like we've moved on to the penguin now. I understand completely. You can already tell this is a penguin. Now, if you can't imagine this being a penguin, then you have to look more closely. You have to look at other photos of penguins to have the full context. This one right here. When you think of penguin, what penguin do you think of? You might think of a VTuber penguin. You might think of the Linux penguin. You might think of Happy Feet. Your sort of penguin like? I don't think so. Newt. That makes sense. Your name is nutritious. Grape. Classic penguin from the Japan. From the Japan. That's right, from the Japan. From the zoo in Japan. Now that is a penguin. Maybe the penguin from other movies, such as Madagascar. Those secret agent penguins back there. Maybe, I don't know, what are some other penguins? Yeah, from the Japan. Penguins from... Which one was it that didn't have penguins, the North Pole or the South Pole? Antarctica is the South Pole, which has no polar bears. So penguins only exist in the South Pole. There are no penguins in the North Pole. That is what I was told. I have no reason to doubt this. The penguins that march together all winter. How could they be walking so much though? Where are they even going? You think like if you lived in this in the winter, sorry, it doesn't make sense. You think if they lived in a if you lived in an area that was like all snow, would you be able to discern where you're going though? Do they just like move to the north in general, or are they moving to specific locations? Welcome, Deffins. They also exist in other parts of the southern hemisphere. Yes, but they don't exist in the northern hemisphere. That is what I meant. Sorry, not in the northern hemisphere. In the in the North Pole. Because they do exist in zoos in the northern hemisphere. But not all the way in the north. That is the difference. Welcome, Zoe. Did Zoe just end his stream? A lot of birds can sense the Earth magnetic field. What? SeaWorld. Yeah, that is in the northern hemisphere. Look at this penguin. It's a great penguin. SeaWorld. The world isn't the world. Have you ever thought about how like scary the ocean is? You know, we talk about how like we know more about space than we know about our own oceans. Do you think there's like something in the bottom of the ocean that's lived for millennia? You think that's possible? Because like we don't know. No one has ever been all the way down there. There could be some creature that it lives like at the very bottom of the ocean, and it's been alive for like hundreds or thousands of years. Maybe even longer than like, you know, maybe like 5,000 years. Maybe a microbe. Yeah, there could be life out there. There could be like something living down there. It's been alive like forever. I don't know what Endless Ocean is. Is that the Switch game? Millennia? No, millennia is 1,000 years. Century is 100 years. Now, I'd be surprised if there was not life that lived for centuries down there. Considering, you know, turtles live a very long time. Things that live that far down, there's gotta be some that live centuries. But millennia, you know, that could be possible. Also, I should hydrate. Hold on, let me finish this. Finish this eye and then I'll hydrate. This might even be the end of the level. Yep, it is. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate. You get to look at this bear and seal and penguin. Alright. This polar bear is like really small. Do you think this is like a baby polar bear? Tell me this polar bear is like the same size as a penguin. Or this could be like a really large penguin. Could be a really large seal. You don't know. There are jellyfish that don't really age, so they could live forever. It is true. There are jellyfish that are immortal. There are Greenland sharks that live for over 100 years. Oaks are technically a living organism. It is true. Like, I think one time someone mentioned something that was kind of like, you know, like the life that lives at the bottom of the ocean? When, like, a whale dies on the surface of the ocean, it sinks down to the bottom. And the weird thing is that the living things at the bottom of the ocean have never seen a living whale, right? They just see this thing fall, and they're like, it's already been decomposed. Imagine, like, not ever even seeing the thing that you're eating. It's weird, right? It's a weird thing to consider. That their source of nutrition is this weird thing from the surface that they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what caused it to die. It's weird. Welcome, X-Snack. I've never seen most of the things I eat while they were alive. Yeah, but you know what they are, though. You know, like, theoretically what they look like. Based on, like, videos and, like, images. But, you know. You don't know. So did I welcome you? X-Tag, welcome. When a whale corpse falls, it creates its own ecosystem. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The things that are eating the whale, they don't even know. Good opportunity to write fanfiction. A society that gets the blessing of food that descends from the sky. It's true. You're like, what is this? Don't question it. It's here. For us. Blue whales tend to dive really deep. Yeah, but like there's life that exists even deeper than that. The very bottom of the ocean. There's things that are feeding on it. That literally don't know. There's a forest in America that's a single tree. Oh yeah, the one that's like all the roots are connected together. It's interesting to think about. It's wacky. Life out there. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. The ocean is like kind of scary. It's like so dark down there. Life has adapted to live under so much pressure. Really says a lot about society. You're like, if you feel pressured by something, you could be like, oh yeah, well, you feel pressured? Think about what it's like to live at the bottom of the ocean. No, that's pressure. And then you don't feel bad anymore. You're like, you know, that is true. Although I'm pressured, I don't know what it's like to be under immense pressure to the extent of the ocean. I would simply deal with it. See, I mean, isn't there the whole cargo cult thing where natives built imitation runway strips in hope to attract airdrops? I have not heard about this. Maybe. There's a good YouTube video that's called What Happens When a God Dies that explores the whale gods in Zelda. Oh yeah, in Zelda, Link's Awakening, there's a whale. What's the deal with that? Yeah, World War II, the Americans dropped a lot of cargo on Pacific Islands. So it's like the people that lived on those islands had never seen Americans. But they know there's like this mysterious flying vehicle that drops food. They observed this but didn't understand the purpose. I see. So it's like the life in the bottom of the ocean. America is the whale. The other ones are the creatures that have never seen the whale in its living form. Maybe. They had no idea how it worked. They imitated the soldiers and stuff. Thought it was a ritual. Oh, I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, there's like native tribes that actively refuse interaction from outside. Isn't there's like an island off the coast of like India or something that has like some every time someone tries to go to the island, they always like come back dead. They don't come back at all. They're just found dead. They're just like, don't go to that island. Don't you dare go to this island. Leave them alone. But some people, they go over there. It's illegal. It's true. Oh, I'm going this way. Yeah, the Christian missionary. What's on that island? Just a bunch of native tribes people. That's pretty much all it is. They just go there because they want to convert them to Christianity or something. And then everyone's telling them it's a bad idea. They have coast guards patrolling the island to make sure no one goes there. If you get too close, they'll like throw spears at you. If you go on the island, they will just kill you. Most important human right is the right to not be bothered. So true. So true. I forgot what what we're making here. This looks like a Game Boy. Games. Video games. Yeah, a lot of mysteries out there. Like, imagine if we had interaction with alien life. Imagine if there were aliens out there sending things to us. And we lack the ability to understand who it is and what it is. Be wacky. We'd be like, what the heck? What is this weird thing coming down from the sky? And they're like, don't worry about it. It's all good. Once a small fishing boat crashed on it, but they got saved by the Navy. Fishing boat. The Navy. Yeah, they're patrolling. Hope the aliens like the Wolf Stream. I hope so. Be messed up if they didn't. Hey, you are alien. OG Game Boy. I still have my Game Boy Color. It doesn't work though, but I do have it. Welcome, Liquid Cake. What if the aliens actually spoke white noise? So we've been communicating perfectly all this time. Well, I don't know. I think that would be unlikely. See, the missionary guy wasn't even randomly murdered. They were very clear that he wasn't wanted and tried to chase him away and threaten him. Yeah. He thought he knew, but he didn't know. What was his deal? Everyone was warning him not to go there. And yet he did. But it is interesting to think though that they've gone for so long without interacting with our world. They're just out there doing their own thing. And they're totally fine with it. Wait, why can't I have to go this way first? Did I welcome Marklar? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did. I have my neighbor's Game Boy Color and his late father's copy of Pokemon Red. Meaning to mail to him. Well, I feel like if it's been long enough, you know, do they even... I guess maybe they might care. If it was their late father's, maybe they do care. But sometimes it's like, you know, it's been there for long enough. that they're like, yeah, you can keep it. It's been years. It's been decades. Just got here. Okay. Then welcome. So my elementary school friends Simpsons DVDs. Do they know you have them? Wouldn't it be weird to be like, hey, remember this thing I borrowed like 20 years ago? I still have them. Well done. It is games. Look at these games. Bam. Save files still intact? Isn't there a thing that's like the battery on cartridges is like dying soon? So like eventually within the next few years, unless you replace the battery, it'll just be gone. Stonks? What the heck? Yo, it's the Stonks. They have the Stonks meme. You see the... You can already see the Stonks meme. My friend has my GameCube. I wouldn't care if he sold it. Yeah, I feel like if it's been long enough. Welcome, Stanley, I think. I'm going to assume that you waving means you were not already here. There's a battery in there that keeps the memory alive. Yeah, and they're dying soon. The batteries are soon dead. And everyone will lose all their save files. Okay, where are we going? We're going up here. And then we're going down here. And then we go up. Here. We go up here. And then across. And then here. And then there. This is pretty satisfying. Anyway, whales. What's the deal with the whales? Why are they so large? They process so much water. And for what? What are they doing? Whale, you see. Whale, whale, whale. There's 3 whales out there. They're out there spending money on gacha. Can you believe that? So many whales in the ocean. Without whales, gacha games would not even succeed. Genshin would not even exist. Were it not for the whales. The nation of whales. Visited some whales. What's the best food they have in the nation of Wales? Mass health retain heat. It's true. So a pretty great video that asks the question, could an industrial civilization have existed on Earth before humans? The answer was most likely not, but went through an evidence that would be left behind by an industrial civilization. You know, maybe there were monkeys out there doing things. Welcome X-Tag. Sorry, not I can't believe I read, I was gonna welcome Michael, and then I read X-Tag's name. So X-Tag, you have been greeted twice, unfortunately. I have messed up. 3rd time. 3 times even. Can't believe it. That time was actually an accident. You know, sometimes I greet and then I'm like, I've already greeted you. But this time, I was meaning to greet Michael. Unbelievable. Why is it called whales if there's only one? I think there's many. Surely there's multiple whales out there. Sorry, what did Michael say? Wolfie, did you know Genshin doesn't exist? I woke up and Googled Genshin Impact has 0 results. I think you gotta check your browser settings. It definitely exists. No, don't. You were already here. I'm not gonna greet you again. Welsh Rarebit, which is yet another variation on cheese on toast. Rarebit. What's so rare about that bit? What is the rare about that? Rare. Isn't that the creators of Donkey Kong? Rare. Isn't that what cats say? Rare. A Welsh rabbit. Are the Welsh known for rabbits? Currently watching from US government webpage. That's cool. They know as well. They also know that you're watching this. Because they have Google Analytics. But it's fine. You don't live in the US. It's actually well done. Clipping that cat sound, it's fine. It's rare. Probably eat rabbit. In Wales? You think a whale... I feel like they definitely have. You think a whale has eaten a rabbit before? I can't talk. I can't say a word. You think a whale has eaten a rabbit before? Most certainly, probably. Very likely. Do not eat rabbits. A whale. The ocean whales. Whales that live in the ocean. Yeah, I would imagine it probably has happened. You know, rabbits don't tend to go in areas that whales live. However, you know, maybe one washed into the sea. It's another one of those situations where, like, you know, a thing has not seen the living version of this thing, but it knows that it's there and it eats it. And this time the whale is the one that doesn't know. A rabbit, you know, they could dump bodies into the ocean. Today you finish work for the next 3 days. Congrats. You've done it. Now you don't have to do anything at all. You can simply avoid doing work. Stonks guy is here. Stonks guy. Everyone knows Stonks guy. Thursday and Friday is a day off. Is it? It's Easter, right? Easter's coming up. People that live in Europe, you have an actual holiday. Whereas we in the US do not have Easter as a officially recognized holiday. Yeah, Good Friday, Easter. We don't have that. I mean, it does exist here, but it's not like a it's not an actual day off for us. Good Friday. The best Friday. Goated Friday. Green Thursday? I've never heard of Green Thursday. What are the other days of the week that have colors associated with them? I guess it's not colors. Good is not a color. But it should be. Got Friday and Monday off. Oh yeah, Black Friday, that's a thing. Is Black Monday a thing? It's usually Cyber Monday. The day of Cybermon. Cybermon's day. Denmark gets the most amount of days off, if you can. The most. All of the days. You have every day off. Ash Wednesday. No, that's the guy from Pokemon. I got Ash Wednesday. What about Pikachu Wednesday? Black Monday was something of a one-off. Was it like a tragic historic event? Something bad happened on that day. I don't know. Imagine knowing history. Oh, the stock market. Go Whit Monday. I mean, that's close enough to white. It's literally one letter off. Could be. What about Blue Monday? What about Blue Tuesday? What about Green? I guess Green Thursday. Pikachu Tuesday. A Wolf Wednesday. It's not real. It's imaginary. It only exists on Twitch.tv. And even then it doesn't exist. It's not even real. Wolfie Wednesday. Stonks Day. It's too many days for stonks. Okay, this thing. Look at this guy. Look at this stonks man. This man. The stonks. He understands investment. Can invest so much. Invest all your money. You will never lose your money if you invest. This is not legal advice. This is not advice from a tax professional. Put all your money in stocks. When I went to my cousin's birthday thing this past Friday, my other cousin was there. And he was telling me about how he put all his money into Nvidia and he made a lot of money. Check it out. I've been doing options trading. Here's all my money in Nvidia. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. I didn't really care, but I was like, yo, that's kind of cool. Good for you. You have no idea how much you've invested. Your pension people handle that for you. Well, well, well. Am I playing with a mouse? I feel like a Wacom style tablet would be a fun way to play this. Yes, I am using a mouse. And yes, I do agree. A tablet would probably be better. But I don't have that set up. I think one time I tried setting up my iPad to use as a tablet for this. It did not actually work. Maybe because I was using some really weird setup, but I think it'd be good if someone had a tablet and they wanted to play this game with a tablet. Or scrolling off screen might not be great. Yeah, but I feel like if you get the cursor to the edge of the screen, it'll just scroll for you. I think it'd be fine. Socks. No, stocks. That's a different word. Socks and stocks. Totally distinct. Not the same at all. The Lupin. Lupin the third. Lupin the fourth. Lupin the fifth. Lupin the fourth be with you. What about stockings? I don't know. What about them? Yeah, so many times I notice some company or trend doing well, and I'm like, good for them. Then I hear about people making a lot of money on and off investing, and you're like, dang. But I feel like I'm probably mentally disregarding all the times it wouldn't pay off. That's why you just put money into many things. Just have the robot do it. The robot will invest for you. You don't have to think about it. You just check every few months and you go, yep, those numbers sure are going up. And then they do. One time, some 10 to 11 years ago, I told one of my friends to put money into Amazon. Amazon had a boom and their stocks went up crazy. Did he put his money in it though? Did he regret not putting money into Amazon? I think a lot of companies had like, when COVID started being a thing and people started like staying indoors a lot, some organizations received a lot of increase in their stocks because of people like changing their spending habits, being indoors all the time. But now that people are finally returning to the world, stocks are returning to pre-pandemic levels. People are panicking. They're like, oh no, how do we make the same amount of money we made back when COVID was first a thing? Our stocks are down since COVID. Oh no. They don't know how. They don't know how to recover. Stockings, socks, or stocks? I would say they're just long socks. Thank you, Yuko, for the 21 months. Yeah, and then they lay people off. And they start doing absurd things to get investor money. I guess not investor money. To get approval from... No, I guess it is the investors. It is the investors. Stonks. Hey, why are lines going down? Why is he frowning? He should be smiling. They should have had the smiling stonks guy. Yeah, this is not stonks. This is the opposite of stonks. Let's see, we got AI that can basically invalidate human creativity. So when are we gonna get an AI that tells us how to get infinite money from stocks? No, they exist. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, this is actually in the game. Industry, stocks, film, oil fields, quarry, office, combine, toolboard, timber. Timber, isn't that the guy that made The Nightmare Before Christmas? Parallax, angles, waves, custom one. No, it's real. Wait, we were just here. We were literally, I just keep clicking the same thing. Halloween. Tubes. Oh, black cat. Let's do that one. Oh, it's a cat with the witch hat. Look at this. Can you believe this cat is wearing a witch hat? You may be like, witch hat. Which one? We don't even know. We simply lack information. Does this cat say rare? It might. It might say meow. It might say rare. If someone did make an AI like that, it would remain private. Maybe. Or maybe it already exists. It was just not timed correctly. I'm sure people are getting unsolicited phone calls asking them to invest all their money in AI as we speak. Yeah, but surely there's one that really works. Just that everyone thinks it's a scam. That's how it is. There's gonna be one that's not a scam. It's up to you to decide. You know, all those like thousands of other companies, that's a scam. But this one, this is real, okay? Just because you don't realize that it's real, it's not my fault. Sorry, why can't I undo this? Gonna go over here and go this way. Hype cycles, NFTs. You all remember NFTs back in the day. It wasn't even that long ago. It was literally like a year or two ago. The one that really works, and the creators are so generous and just want to share all them. Yeah, they're like, you know, we made $1 billion from this. And you can too, with these 3 easy steps. Wow. Crypto weed, electric vehicle. Hype cycles. You think electric vehicles are a hype cycle though? Maybe. You have an NFT? A numbered signed book? I don't know what you mean by this. Is that a real NFT? Is it on the blockchain? Has it been chained to a block? So people can confirm. EVs at least have some merit. Yeah, it's like the stats from Pokemon. It's been proven by Pokemon that EVs do matter. There's the Pokemon named Eevee. There's the stat called Eevee. Electric vehicles. Do IVs matter more? Might. They could. No, I think EVs matter more. There were a lot of bad companies that got overvalued because of the hype. Yeah, but Nvidia's doing well though. You know, all the failing AI companies, they're all using Nvidia. So even though many AI companies are failing, they are all spending money on Nvidia GPUs. That's how it is. An NFT is a token. I know what an NFT is. I'm just saying, is it real? Is it a real thing? I don't really know what I'm saying. Totally ignore any Vs when playing Pokemon. Yeah, it's only really a thing if you're doing competitive Pokemon, which I also don't do. Yeah, Venusaur. Okay, that's what you're saying. The letter V. You don't use the letter V at all. What about V for Vendetta though? Got good stonks on Nvidia, but cashed out too early. Well, you could put the money back in. Could do it right now. Surely it will never go down. It's the perfect time for the stonks. It's like the story of Bitcoin mining. The people who got really rich with no risk at all were the people selling mining hardware, which is also Nvidia. Yeah, imagine being AMD right now. Why has it always been about Nvidia anyway? AMD, has AMD ever had like big success making their GPUs? Why is everyone so Nvidia focused? Are they just inherently better? It's like all of the libraries are written using Nvidia stuff. Why is that? CPUs, yeah, but what about their GPUs? Why not their CPUs? Sorry, why not their... I don't know, whatever. AMD cards were a bit better than Nvidia early on. But then what happened? What did they do? Now it's all about Nvidia. CUDA. Yeah, but like why? Like I know all the software is written using CUDA. But is that because Nvidia is like inherently better? Is it just more optimized for this kind of thing? For AMD, okay, AMD took too long to develop an equivalent for CUDA? Maybe? I don't know. More in stock. Graphics cards. AMD cards are a good power to cost value, but had nightmares with drivers. I think that's the case as well. Is it just their software is not as good? It's just like it's because people are optimizing for Nvidia that AMD is falling behind. And then because it's falling behind, people are like, well, we're not going to make software specifically for AMD. And then there's just no support for it. This never-ending cycle of being like, there's not enough support for it. And then they don't make more support for it. It's weird. It's hacked up. So true. Open seal. Why would they open a seal? They're meant to be sealed. Why would that's the reason why they're sealed is so that you stay sealed. For a year and a half, I had a problem where my AMD GPU driver kept getting uninstalled. I had to manually go into the registry and unlock every time. Dang. I remember when I used to use Linux. I think I had an AMD GPU as well. And I did not have a good time trying to get it to work. And I feel like they've improved over the years, I would assume. Although people might start writing code for AMD cards if NVIDIA cards skyrocket in price again. Maybe. Because I feel like at all the companies I've worked at, the ones where like we do machine learning stuff, it's always like, you know, PyTorch and like TensorFlow and all that. It's always like NVIDIA focused. Even when I was doing like computer like vision stuff in college, this was like before AI was really a thing. All the like OpenCV stuff, it was all like, hey, check it out. If you got NVIDIA, you can do this thing. If you have AMD, well, you're out of luck. Software simply doesn't work. You'll have to do it on the CPU. Ironically, on Linux, AMD drivers are the easiest because they're mainline. At least they were last time I got a GPU. Is it because like all the NVIDIA stuff is like closed source? I don't know. I had issues with it. I have AMD for GPU and CPU and have no real problems. I feel like, okay, maybe it's because like last time I used Linux was like 10 years ago at this point. So it is probably significantly better now than it was back in the day. AMD used to be, welcome SimmerQ, AMD used to be kind of hacked to get working on Linux before they open sourced their driver development. I see. I'm going to assume that that was in the past 10 years, perhaps. It's probably way better than it was when I was using it. Stable. Before they open sourced it, AMD was worse, but now NVIDIA hasn't changed. I see. The landscape sure has changed. Time does change things. We're out there assuming things from 10 years ago that are no longer valid. And by we, I mean I. I was assuming things. But it is no longer the case. Anyway, I don't know. I don't decide hardware anymore. I just use whatever comes with the pre-built. And it does tend to be NVIDIA. Look at this fancy cat. You ever see a cat this fancy? It's got a bow, a ribbon. Some developments around open source NVIDIA drivers recently. Probably. But they're probably going to have like a lot of bugs, you know? Some issues. Unknown. Steam Decks and most consoles run on AMD, so they're doing something right. Isn't it that it's like cheaper though? Is that what the thing? Are AMD graphics cards and GPUs generally cheaper than than their counterparts? What's the deal with Intel anyway? Did Intel? I feel like Intel really fell off. It used to be all about those Intel CPUs. And now everyone's just like, yeah, just get AMD. Does anyone care about Intel anymore? What have they done recently? NVIDIA open sourced some stuff on the behest of some major vendors like Red Hat. Got incorporated into Novo. This PC got way faster graphics after I removed the NVIDIA card. Turned out no graphics card was literally faster than NVIDIA. What the? How does that work? Did they release a graphics card? Did they? Aren't like most embedded, not embedded, what's the term for it? Integrated graphics? Don't those tend to be Intel? Does that count as a graphics card? I don't know. I thought things were slowly turning up for Intel. Their entry into GPU market is apparently decent. I've never heard of this. I didn't even know that they were making GPUs. integrated. It's true. They're doing integrations. Integration testing. They release some dedicated Intel GPUs. Welcome, Hongtown. I don't know what you're talking about, so I will not. I will not mention whatever this thing is that you entered the chat to mention. Anyway, Intel. Remember back in the day, we had the Intel Inside commercials? You don't see that anymore, do you? Do they still use that catchphrase, Intel Inside? What are they even doing? Intel's GPUs are called Arc. I don't think I've heard of this. But I hope it's good. I hope they're doing well. I was playing Doom 2 at 4K last night without a graphics card. Is it because the game is really optimized now? It's like, doesn't it really depend on the game? The settings. What about your integrated graphics? Software rendered. Yeah, maybe. Could be. It might not even make use of the GPU in an optimal way. Weird Al song about Pentiums. Which one is that? 30 years of optimizations. It's true. It's like Nintendo. It's like when you look at games that are on the Switch. First party games by Nintendo. They're always like so well optimized. And then everyone else is just putting like huge graphics. Not even running well on old hardware. 50 gigabytes for a cutscene. Times have changed. They no longer respect our hardware. You're on Windows 7? I feel like if you're on Windows 7, it might be a good idea to upgrade. Maybe. I don't know. Windows 10 has been okay for me. But they are telling me to upgrade to Windows 11. And that's the one where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about this. Windows 11, what's in it for me? Windows 10 has been okay. I don't need 11. It's all about the Pentiums. There's a lot of Weird Al songs that I've never heard. Such as that one. I didn't even know that one existed. That guy is so weird. What's his deal? One of my laptops keeps telling me to update to Windows 11. The other one keeps telling me you can't. It's like you have to have like some minimum hardware specs, right? What happens if like you upgrade to Windows 11 and then like because your hardware can handle it, but then like what if you like remove the component that is valid, right? Is that even possible? TPM, what is that? Like, could you theoretically upgrade and then like remove some part of your computer and then suddenly it can't run it? Then what? Can you even downgrade? Think of all the ads you could cram in if you upgraded to 11. Yo, think about the opportunities. You can't boot without it. It's an encryption thing. I see. I don't know. Well, mine can definitely upgrade. I just don't feel like doing it. I don't see the reason to. I remember when they said Windows 10 would be the last version of Windows. That was a thing they heavily advertised. Wait, did they mention what did they mention that? I feel like they did. I'm not making this up, right? They did in fact say this. And it was a lie. I wanted to move to forget. Yeah, everyone remembers this. Nobody wants it. So TPM disabled in my BIOS. But isn't it good though? Isn't it a security thing that's good? Random developer said it and no one corrected him. Well then it should be correct. That should be considered fact. You should have been like, hey man, this guy said that there would be no more versions. And yet, what is this? Windows 11? What is that, a different version? It sure is. Infamous statement was spoken by Jerry Nixon. His job is to get developers excited about developing for Microsoft Store. He could just say that. He could just be like, this is going to be the last version of Windows. No one worry about upgrading. There will never be a Windows 11. No. Why would Jerry Nixon lie to us? Did anyone follow up with him after that? Has he done any follow-up interviews? Did someone ask him like, hey, about that Windows 11, did you lie to us? Maybe he's not even working for Microsoft anymore. Maybe they fired him so that you could make Windows 11. What if that was the case? What if they were like, Jerry Nixon is holding us back? Based on his claims from back in the day, we cannot launch Windows 11. And then one of the guys was like, what's the solution we can do here? Let's just fire him. And then they did. I don't really know why they make new Windows versions. It's not like everyone pays to upgrade rather than just pay for a new PC, which happens to have the new version. I think you'd be surprised. A lot of enterprise, I feel like most Windows customers are like enterprise. People that work in offices, IT systems, they will definitely be paying for this. Consider running Linux and then using a Windows VM. I feel like if you are mostly interested in Windows for gaming, like Proton has been pretty good, right? Probably don't even need it. Just run it natively. So much better nowadays. You have to use Windows 10 every day? For what? There's like software that's like Windows only that isn't games. That's like the top reason that I can think of for using Windows. That's the reason I'm using Windows right now. This computer is just for games. Everything else I do is on a Mac. My work uses a MacBook. I use a Mac Mini. When I need to game, I turn on this Windows PC. And that's it. You still use Windows 8? What the? Windows 8. It's so long ago. I had to buy. I'm more surprised when people are on Windows 8 than they are on Windows 7. Like Windows 7, it makes sense because that was like the last before Windows 10. It was like the last like quote unquote good version of Windows. But then like I heard Windows 8 was pretty bad. I don't think I've ever actually used Windows 8. But from what I've heard, it's not good. It's actually great. We had to buy a Windows Server license at work. It was 2,000 people are using a Windows Server. What the? Main thing I despise is new Windows is because of the horrible UI for settings. It is pretty weird. I've ever used FreeBSD. Is it Mac OS based on BSD? But no, I've never used FreeBSD on its own. When you specifically refer to 8.1 as a version separate from 8. I do not know. I lack information on the Windows ecosystem. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine. Windows, you know, people use Windows. They live perfectly fine lives. FreeBSD. I lack information on the Windows ecosystem is what I feel whenever I'm exposed to Windows. It's true. I can't imagine developing in Windows. You know, like all the software that I use is like Unix based. I know Windows does have like a Linux subsystem for Windows, but it never feels native. Something about it just feels off. Right? If you're on native Linux, it's cool. If you're on Mac OS, it's cool. Windows, it's just kind of weird. People say Windows is easy when it is anything but. Do people say Windows is easy? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe just because I don't use it every day. I'm sure if I did use it every day, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, you do it this way. How else would you do it? I say Windows is good for casual users. I feel like Mac OS is more convenient for casual users. Like, things tend to just work out of the box on Mac OS, typically. In my experience. I don't know. Haven't done anything neat in years, but I wrote a lot of Perl on Windows. Yeah, but Perl is like, it's so old. Just like Windows. Deployment scripts. Simply because many people have learned many paradigms from using Windows as a child. You ever think how weird it is that, like, Control V is to paste? I mean, like, it makes sense from, like, a keyboard standpoint, like, the V key is next to the C key. But, like, if you were to teach someone, like, why Control C, they're like, okay, Control C, that's copy, obviously. And it's like Control V for paste. I'm like, why V? What does V stand for? It makes no sense. And yet we're led to believe that this is normal. You're like, obviously. It's right next to the C key. You know, why Alt F4? V for paste. F1 for help. F1 because you can go fast. F1 racing. Welcome vector ride. P was reserve for print. Yeah, but then what does V stand for? Wanted to figure out how to do a Twitch chat bot? Could just use IRC. Yes. Yes, you can. Totally for real. Anyway, F1, I don't know why it's F1. It's like F1 racing. The lack of friction. To look for information with minimal friction. F1, obviously. Speaking of weird specifics, there was a talk last year where a guy rant on what alphabetical means. What did he mean by this? What is he saying about this? I think X for cut isn't too bad. V is just we use Z already. Yeah, why is it Control Z for undo? Like, you know, because they're next to each other, but like, what is their rationalization? X kind of looks like scissors. So like, I guess cut, you can imagine, you know, imagine the X is a scissor. You're cutting it. Like, that makes sense. Check this cat out. F is function. Yeah, but like, why is F1 help? Why not Control H? Once you get into languages with where symbols over the A, in case it is under the C, or stranger. Wait, what? What's he saying? Alphabetical? X for cut was taken from Pokemon, where HM, cut HM, cuts in an X pattern. Hey, did you know that if you use cut on grass, you can use cut to cut wild grass? I think many people do not know this. Yo, Gargoyle? From Whole Live EN? Hey. Okay, we're doing this. We're going. You can use cut. Lawn mowers. You can use scissors in real life. Anyone out here ever use scissors? Has anyone not used scissors? Wouldn't that be surprising? To hear that someone here has never used scissors in real life. But only in video games? Paste as V for move? No, that doesn't make sense. It's illogical. Welcome, cryptic command. There's no way to know. There's no way to even know what they meant by this. Windows. After using Mac for so long though, I feel like command makes more sense than control. You know, any Mac user out here, you all understand command instead of control. Command V, it makes so much sense. Especially if you're using a terminal. Because like Command V, Command C, Command V, it's always copy and paste, no matter what program you're in, typically. Whereas like control, it could be different. If you're using Windows and you're like, you know, you're in a terminal, you press Control, and it's a different thing. You could use Control C as an interrupt still, and it's not copy. Are they not the same? They're definitely not the same. They're independent. Windows doesn't have a command key? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Command key makes sense. Anyway, let me hydrate. It's 7 p.m. Hydrated. Windows command key is the Windows key. Yeah, but like the, you know, the Windows key, it just brings up like the Windows menu. It does like one thing. I guess you could override it, but you know, typically it doesn't. Choker Jackson, I don't know. What have you been drawing? I have not really been paying attention. Don't even know what people are doing. Bunch of shortcuts with the Windows key. Oh yes, like there's one that's like Windows key, like Control Shift L or something opens LinkedIn. Something like that. One of those obscure button combinations was programmed to open LinkedIn. Why? Why do they do this? Question mark Windows E? Question mark. Animals and plants. Have you drawn a slime mold yet? Yo, what if you drew a dog? What if you drew Choco J Dong? You could do that. I find the best command is cryptic plus command. Oh, I see. That's your username. I get it. The slime mold is difficult to draw. Yeah, I don't know how I would draw it. How would you even do it? Windows L locks terminal for stepping away from computer, not having a coworker altering their work. I think on Linux/Unix, and Mac. I think Control Q locks your terminal. Which is always confusing for people, because sometimes someone will press Control Q, and then they're like, wait a second, why are none of my buttons working? Did I break something? And then they found out you did Control Q. They didn't even know. They literally don't know. Opening Task Manager is actually Control Shift Escape. Yeah, I remember. It used to be Control Alt Delete. And then everyone got used to it. Because even the webcomic, Control Alt Delete. Remember that one? Remember classic webcomic from back in the day that I didn't actually read, but was aware of. Oh no. I hate when it does that. When you like you have to like undo everything because you did one loop incorrectly. Welcome to Inodan. Like what this game is called, wooloop. Yeah, it's when you see a loop and you go woo, because that's that's the impression that we're getting here. It's the excitement that everyone gets when they see a loop. They're excited. Can't wait to see another loop. Yippee. Most excited I've been. No, I've been excited. Remember that time when I was excited to see something in a game? Such as... I don't know. When have I been excited? No? No, okay. Hey, what about that time when when Balatro. What about that time when I had that Balatro run? And I saw a really good Joker, and I was like, yo, is that name of Joker? And then it helped me win the run. Remember that? Gets excited, his voice goes up by 0.001 hertz. Or maybe in 1 kilohertz. The killer hurts. The killer hurts! I sure hope it doesn't, because that would be bad. It would be bad to be hurt by the killer. And Balatro. The sequel should be Yippee Zippy, and you control zippers. Wooloop, Yippee Zippy. I understand. Totally understand all of this references. All of these references even. Okay, but like actually, when I think about it, when was the last time I was like actually excited about something on stream? Has there ever been like a notable time? Ever? Have I ever been excited on stream about something? Surely if I had the semantic search on my VODs, I would be able to ask it a question. What is a time when the streamer has expressed excitement on his stream? And then it would be like, hey, based on this moment, here's the timestamp. This was when he saw a dog in one of these Itch.io games. Yeah, the bear. That time when the Loch Ness monster showed up. Remember that? That time when thing occurred. And everyone was excited. They were all like, wow, I can't believe this one time when this really cool thing happened. Everyone was having a great time. Every day. Cat in a cat game. Hidden cat objects game. Soul level 1 Dark Souls run. Yeah, but that wasn't on stream. I played most of that off stream. All of my significant victories were done off stream. And I wasn't even like... My mic wasn't even on. So we don't even know. We simply do not know. Yo, look at this fast looping. Okay, that's what happens when you go fast. You make mistakes. But you don't want to. Same, but you've never been on... You're literally on stream right now. See this? Your comment right now. On the stream. On the Wolfie stream. This very moment. But no, I understand what you mean. You're not physically saying things on a stream aloud with your voice. Don't you all enjoy this moment when I intentionally misinterpret your message to be more specific than what you meant? Classic Wolfie moment. When he interprets our statement in a way that could be different from what we intended, simply for comedic effect, and it wasn't even that funny. Just mildly amusing, if even that. I bet speedrunners for this game are cracked, probably. They probably have optimized setups. You know, I feel like if you're like an Osu player that does really fast spins, might be really good at this. Look at that. You gotta spin in this game. I faced in real life when I type laugh out loud. Lamau. Lamau, that was hilarious. Hilarious joke. I can't. +2, I can't. Lol. It's funny. It's funny how we don't really react the same. And we're not actually lamauing. We're merely chuckling in our heads. Lol. We're not even really kek-Wing. Has never been done. Spin to win? What is that? Who is that? Whose emote is that? I can't even tell what's happening. It's going too fast. When I write ahaha, I'm usually laughing in real life. What about when you key smash? Does anyone here key smash? Do you do this? I never do it. I've never done it. Don't think I've ever key smashed to express being humored. What's the word? Being laughing. Technically, I think I've been on live stream before, but not as a streamer. Is it one of those things where the streamer was like on Discord and then they were like streaming the voice call? Really, key smash? It looks like we're horror. No, I've seen you key smash, but I guess it is fairly rare. It has occurred. Nanodan is far too composed. How do you all express when you find something really funny? What is your go-to emote when something is funny in a chat? It doesn't have to be an emote. Could be just like, you know, lol, lamau, W, grass, heh, dis. There was no streamer, I just do... Oh, right, you're the church thing, right? The church music thing. Lol. KW. Smile. Whatever Omega will emote you have access to. Something about Omega lol, just, I don't know. It's not the ideal laughing emote for me. But pretty often it makes more sense than some other emotes. My ideal one is I can't. I think it's so usable. It's inhuman. To key smash? To laugh? Oh, you mean Fort hype? Omega lol enjoyers. There's many ways. Many ways to express things being funny. You could also say, like, streamer. I found that really funny. Do you think if you said that, the streamer would think you're being sarcastic? If you had, like, a genuine message that was like, hey, streamer, thanks for that joke. I really found it to be hilarious. I like this part of the joke where you said this thing. It implied this other thing. I feel like if you ever got a message like that, you would assume that they're being sarcastic. You're like, oh, it was not actually funny, huh? You're just choosing to humor me. Streamer. Great observation, streamer. I love when you made this joke. It was very true, and I think that more people should appreciate your form of humor. Every time I tune into this stream, you are always making 10 out of 10 jokes. In fact, I would even go as far as to say 11 out of 10 jokes. How is that even possible? I don't know. Keep it up. Great work. I will tell all my friends about this. So true. So true, streamer. Thank you. How far up is it in the rankings? I don't know. I don't really feel like checking right now. Maybe later. I could probably say that without sounding sarcastic in some chats. Which ones, though? What is the chat that you could say long messages without it being interpreted as sarcasm? Long message implying satisfaction with the humor. Thank you everyone. The ones who know that you're very complimentary. That's good. It's good when streamers know. Streamer, that was great. How often do streamers compliment the chat members, though? You know, like when someone says something, when the streamer says something funny, it's expected that the chat laughs. But, like, how often is, like, a chat member saying something funny, and then the streamer's like, you know what, that's a great point. Great joke, and then they name the chatter. You're like, okay, this person, you're always making great jokes. Thank you, I appreciate you for being a member of the community. Thank you for engaging in the chat, for providing a fun atmosphere for us all to laugh and have good times. Not that often. It's always people complimenting the streamer. Yeah, I do that. Oh yeah, NanoDan, you do that. That is true. NanoDan does do that. I think it's good. More streamers should be doing this. They should appreciate their chat more. Could be like, this person always leaving great, insightful messages. This person always doing this. A number of streamers doing this. I feel like it's less common than I would think. Do I appreciate my chat? I sure do. Without the chat, I would not even be here. I would not even be streaming. What would I even be doing? I don't know. I'd probably be playing Balatron or something. It's cool though. It's cool to say words. What if there was like a, what if one day there was like a National Chat Appreciation Day? Welcome, Choco Milk Tea. I remember back in the day, the chat from YouTube. The YouTube days. Appreciating individuals. The industry. Anyway, we have fun here. You should inaugurate a chat appreciation day. I feel there should be one. I feel like Twitch should make this a thing. Should be officially recognized by Twitch as a real holiday. I'm decent at remembering folk. Like, hey, that's the guy who came here from the wooloop Twitch category last week. Yo, that's the guy, that's the Charmander guy. That's the Charizard guy. That's the guy who has Charizard in his name. And he came into the chat and started backseating. Classic. Classic thing, remembering streamers and chatters. Sorry, I meant chatters, not streamers. There's so many stupid days out there. No, I think they're cool. I think they're cool days. Makes our day brighter. To know that it's like International Dog Day or something. Isn't today Waffle Day? I think Matthew has posted in the Discord. He's like, hey, it's Waffle Day. Could be today. It could be real. We'll find out in like 20 minutes. Yeah, Charizard. The charred lizard. You ever think about how Charmander is a charred salamander? And Charmeleon is a charred chameleon. And Charizard is a charred lizard. I bet you never even thought about this. Never even considered the origin of their names. I knew it was Waffle Day because the Tevi account posted about it. I see. How was it related to their game, though? Did they have waffles in their game? Stanley, what do you mean by this? What is the driving mean in this context? Oh, it's lore relevant, I see. The rabbit in the game enjoys the waffles. I think there should be less of a parasocial gap. Like, we're all just talking to each other, but that's a bit controversial. I think the issue is not the parasocial thing. It's the fact that the word parasocial is implied to be bad. It's just a description of what it is. Right? It's not like, oh, it's parasocial, but it's like, oh, man, it sucks. So like when you watch movies and you're like, oh, this actor, love this actor's stuff. Like, that is inherently parasocial. But like, people imply it's like, oh, parasocial, but like in a bad way. Like you're like madly in love with this person and you wish they were your friend or whatever. No, it's just like, I don't know. That's just a description of the inherent relationship. I don't know. It's just how it is. Like, how else what other word would even be this? Just don't know. Yeah, acquaintance. A pair of social relationships. There's two of them. I don't know. I feel like it's mostly like, I don't know. It's like if you have the larger a chat gets, is like when it's more of a thing. Because it's like, you know, you got like a small chat like this. The community generally kind of is familiar with other chat members. The streamer. It's when you have like 10,000 people. Then it's like, I mean, I feel like it applies either way. Yeah, somewhere between straight. It's like people that you sort of know. In the sense that you hang out in the same places. You've seen each other's messages. Interacted with the same streamers. I don't know. It also goes the other way, right? Streamer can also be parasocial with the chat. It is actually like pretty often. Pretty common. You'll see the streamer being very parasocial with the chat. Chat size and personality are also factors. I feel like I'm pretty personal with people. That is true. It's like the community. It's what an acquaintance is. It's true. So true. There it is. It's Gargoyle from Whole IVN. So different. She has changed. Look at how different this Gargoyle is. Not even a shark anymore. Alright. Now what? Which one now? Science? 21 new levels. Oh no, store page. Can I like not go to the store page? Can I like quit? No. Like I can't. Okay. Oh, okay. No, this is because I didn't buy it. Okay. Nature. Squirrel. Yo, Sapling. They should have Fauna should play this game. Sapling? That's her fan base. That is the name of her community. Oops. There it is. See, this one's tricky. You think you go clockwise all the time, and then they switch to counterclockwise. Why? See, look at this. How did they determine this? Why would they just switch it up like this? I feel like if you were doing this in real life, you would not switch it around. You would just consistently go clockwise. See, look at this. Why? Why do this? What is the rationale? We simply don't know. Oops. No, no. How do I undo this? How do I do this? They're almost the same thing. What's almost the same thing? What are you saying? Okay, you just do that. That's just what you do. You gotta go around additionally. Also, I feel like the shade of green that they're using for the background is like really bright. Is anyone else thinking this? Does this look brighter than usual? Or is it just my monitor? Because this does seem very bright. They're almost the same thing. I think they're very different, actually. They go in different directions. It's like mint ice cream. Yo, that's the VTuber. The dog. The Oomphy. Good times. Get this one. Oh no. Anyway, I don't know. What else is happening? Mint Castle. You're telling me they made a mint castle. Haven't been taking note of the brightness. I noticed because like I'm staring at it. And this to me seems brighter. Or maybe it's because it's gotten darker outside. You know, maybe that's what it is. It's darker outside now, and therefore relative to the lighting situation from like an hour ago, it is brighter. Shoutouts to Mint, she's good at remembering folk. That is true. She does greet people. I'm always surprised when she streams when she... What does that mean? When her stream closes out at 12 or 1 p.m. your time. It's like another one of those streamers that I can only watch the beginning of their streams. As they stream later into the night. And I can only watch the beginning. Can't even see the end. I don't think I've ever seen the end of a Mint Costello stream, now that I think about it. It's always been like the beginning. When she closes out her stream. True. So true out here. You feel like I can wake up in time? I don't think so. It's so early. She streamed far into the next day sometimes. Okay, there have been times when she would do like, not like subathons, but like streams that occur over the course of multiple days. So I guess I have seen like not just the beginning of those. Yeah, Wands Day. Eternal Wands Day. Always Wan. Always Wan out here. This is pretty satisfying. This pattern, going back and forth there. If I wake up early, I see her in other chats. I think she's pretty often in Paper Bags chat, right? Back when I used to be able to catch Paper Bag streams, I would see her in there pretty often. Classic moments. Yeah. Specifically Bags chat. But I have not seen one of his streams in so long. I simply don't wake up early enough. I simply don't stay up late enough. And I have no intention of staying up that late. Imagine being awake at 3:30 a.m. Could not be me. I could wake up in time for bag closing as well. Yeah, I think I have noticed that, like, if I have my computer on in the beginning in the morning, I do sometimes see him live. But then, like, I don't know, I'm not usually watching streams at 9 a.m. It's so early. Does anyone here watch streams at 9 a.m.? What are you doing? It's so early. Yes. There's not many people on. You could watch many streamers. I guess like 9 a.m. Europe time. Yeah, there probably aren't many people streaming. Even Europeans, right? I feel like if you're up at 9 a.m. in Europe, the only people that would be streaming are just late night PST time streamers. Numerosity. You could watch Ellis. She streams at I think like 9 or 10 a.m. my time, which would be like noon. I know her schedule is weird even by Australian standards. Razul, he's Australian, although I guess he doesn't stream that early, right? Not many streams at that time, soon to be even less. Oh yeah, daylight saving. Man, that must suck. There should be more European streamers that stream early Europe time. Although I feel like there probably isn't enough of an audience for that, right? I feel like if you were a European streamer, you probably would not be streaming 9 a.m. European time. Because, like, how many people are going to be awake for that, right? Not that many. Seems suboptimal. You would have more audience in the morning if you were to stream in German. Maybe. At least one that streams in the morning Europe time. You guys are streamers, always a streamer. Welcome, Mint. Yo, we were literally talking about Mint Castella. Sapling. It's because the color. The background of this is mint colored. And then I was like, Mint, that's the streamer. Okay. Deer, you got bee. Mushrooms, acorn. Balance. What do they mean by balance here? Is this a ball? What is this? There's not many Europeans I can watch anymore because of work. Is it due to overlap with typical European working hours? Like the shades of green. It is nice. It's a very, very appealing setup they have here. Anyway, we're talking about streaming schedules and how no one streams at 9 a.m. European time. Oh, thank you, Chia. Hold on. Hold on. Shout out Chia. Captain. I keep trying to type like Chia VTuber, but your name is different now. Captain Chia. You're playing Voices of the Void. I hope you had a good stream. I have seen a little bit of that game. I don't know too much about what that game is, but hope you had a good time. Welcome Modern, welcome Chia, welcome Gron, welcome Sid, welcome Ham Haha, welcome Essie as well. Everyone's voicing the void. So true. Is it? That's like the new hit indie game that everyone's playing. It's like that and Rental, right? Everyone's playing this. What's the deal? Are they good? It's a game with a ton of layers. I heard Vinny Vinesauce playing it. Balatro. It depends who you watch. I'm playing Balatro. I was mentioning that yesterday was the first day since I started Balatro that I did not play Balatro off stream. I actually slept really well yesterday. I was not thinking of cards. That's what you get. It's what you get when you don't play Balatro. You've been playing it all day. It is a good game. I would recommend it. Even if you don't know poker. It's like me, I didn't know poker. And now I feel like I still don't know poker. I feel like, you know, I don't actually know what the rules of poker are. They're not really the same. I know what the hands are. But like, I don't know how much that helps me in real poker. You know, like real poker has got like betting. It's got like, I don't know, bluffs. Poker, I hardly even am aware. I feel like Voices of the Void, you need to be a specific person to get into it. Sadly, I have the brainworm. Is it like just like the other kinds of like itch.io horror games? Like, is that it? Because that does have quite the market. This past weekend, I was like looking through itch.io for various games that are not horror. And, you know, there's some many games out there. But if you exclude the horror tag on Twitch, on itch, there's like barely any games. Like, I feel like 90% of games on itch are just like low poly horror games. You get to know hand values, I see. So true. It's not that traditional itch.io horror? Oh, well, what's different about it then? Because I feel like I have tuned into some people playing it, but I was never really paid attention. So I don't really know what's happening. Number one rule of poker is to not bet money against the person who teaches you how to play. But what if the person teaching you how to play is not good? You have to use your brain. Yo, I like to use my brain sometimes. Pick crosswords, connections. I've seen some Voices of the Void. It's like a detailed, immersive sim. The horror only happens when you're paying attention. I see. Would I actually enjoy playing it? I don't know. Cerebral. It's a thinking game. Is it scary at all? Are people afraid of the voices of the void? You can clean your research base. Give it power wash. There's power washing? Wait a second. Can you mow the lawn in that game? It's pine cones. Can you pick up garbage in that game? I love doing that. You can mine Bitcoin? What the? Pick up garbage. You can pick up garbage? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. It's like House Flipper 2. With aliens? Yo, what if instead of flipping houses, you flipped aliens? It could be it. Pine coins. It's interior decorating game? What the? Maybe. No. Maybe I should look more into it. Pine cones. What if pine cones are covered in peanut butter and birdseed? What if they were, though? How would that change society? Would people understand? Anyway, we're playing this game. It's called wooloop. It's probably not similar to Voices of the Void, I would assume. I don't know any other game that's like this one, but I enjoy this game. It's a good game. It's chill. It's also free, by the way. I mean, there is DLC. This is a DLC level. The base game is free. Balance. Yo, that's cool. Look at this. It's like a yin yang sort of thing, except it's like a Vine reference. Spent a long time arranging mannequins to have them leave. Can't believe. Why would they leave? You spent all that time, and yet they left. They abandoned you in your time of need. Okay, let's do one last one. Toaster. No, let's do an easier one. Fantasy. Treasure map, sure. Yo, treasure map because she is here. Classic pirate moment. How thematic. How relevant. You know, okay, you gotta go around. Sometimes they try to trick you. It goes one way, but then you gotta go the other way. Yeah, there it is right there. It's literally on the map. Like from Dora the Explorer. Remember the map from Dora? What's the deal with that guy? He was the map. He's always the map. Okay, go here. He's the map. He was the map. Do you think the map was like after they invented GPS? Do you think Dora just like abandoned the map, or do you think the map was like upgraded to be like a smartphone or something? You're like, why do we need maps? Like, we have like a tablet. Physical maps? What is this? The 90s? And then the map was just like he was depressed. He was like, I can't believe my job has been replaced by technology. GPS map, but with the map as the mascot. Someone should check up on him. Is he still doing okay? Is he fine? Does he have a family? I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure he's living his best life. Are they still making Dora the Explorer episodes? Or is that over? Because I feel like if they had stopped, I probably would have heard about there being a finale. But given that there's nothing, I feel like it's probably still going on. Is the map okay? Is he still doing alright? Is he having a good time? There's a 3D reboot? What the? Yeah, keep up on Dora the Explorer news? Yo, do you see the latest Dora the Explorer? Yo, I can't believe Boots would do that. He's betrayed my trust. Ever since episode 217, when he refused to obey Dora, I don't know what to think anymore. He's changed, man. He's not the same Boots as we knew. The map as well. He's messed up. Ever since the Swiper betrayal arc, he's changed. Yeah, Swiper. He's out there swiping. He betrayed our trust. Think he would ever do that? You think that there would ever be an episode where they would say swiper no swiping, and then like he doesn't pay attention? You know, it's all in the honor code. He only stopped swiping because, you know, he's just like, well, they told me no swiping. I have to listen. But what if he didn't listen? What if he just like was like, you know what? No. No, I'm just gonna do it. Then he'll be like, you know, no one could trust him. That'd be messed up. That'd be a dark history. If you can't trust Swiper to not swipe, then who can you even trust? That would be like your cats. Are you telling your cats not to swipe? Alright, here's the treasure map. There is the location. There is no identifying information here. There's no landmarks. This could literally be anywhere. We don't know. There's not enough information to guide us to the destination. But that's fine. They put their claws on the window screen. He does it for the thrill. Oh yeah, that's him. He doesn't care about the actual stealing. He's just like, you know, I just like to do it. Anyway, that's gonna be it. That is today's stream. Now you get to watch me shut down my computer. And then we'll see what day it is. A place with a giant sword stuck in groundwater would be recognizable. No, I think the sword is not real. The knife, it was imaginary. Anyway, it is International Waffle Day. In case you were wondering. Bed in for Peace Day, Dante Day. Greek Independence Day. There's many days out here. Holy Monday. International Day of the Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Slave Trade. International Day of the Unborn Child. Lobster Newburgh Day. Medal of Honor Day. Half Moon Cookie Day. Struggle for Human Rights Day. World Retrospective Day. So a lot of days today. I feel like the one that makes most sense for a raid message is this one. International Waffle Day raid. Could post a waffle emoji. Okay, who am I going to raid? Who is streaming right now that I can raid? Many people are out there streaming things. Let's see. Of these people who are streaming, I will raid someone. And that person is what about this person? What's this person doing? Okay, let's raid Arapi. Playing some retro, some kind of Mario game, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with what am I playing tomorrow? Some thinking game. Oh, Human Resource Company. I'm playing Human Resource Company tomorrow. Just a lot of thinking. And then Wednesday we got fishing. Thursday we have a different game. That game is hard. That's what I assumed. Thursday we have Campfire Cooking, the game that I started last Saturday. It's a puzzle game. A lot of puzzle games this week. Friday we got Picross. Saturday we got various games. A lot of games. So many games out there you don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't even decided. There's so many games out there. Could be one of like 50. We could be playing 50 games on Saturday. Anyway, the raid's gonna go. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.